would give it kind of a vintage antique feel. And I said, and with my paintings being high gloss resin, they're very modern. I said, so I think, you know, you would achieve that what it sounds like you were desiring, which is something that's antique yet new, something that has an edge because the concept is interesting. And I said, and something that leaves somebody asking more questions or trying to figure out who these women are, or a little bit of scandal, a little, you know, on the walls. I uncovered like these really amazing, courageous women that were willing to be so publicly vulnerable about outing their own sexuality, about outing that a lot of them slept with married women, you know, and just in this interesting way that I think gave them depth and courage and character. And I really felt like honored that I was going to be able to paint them. Interested in Cleopatra lately because she overtly used her sexuality as a part of her power. And I feel like, you know, a lot of society always wants women to try to hide their sexuality when they're given a position of prominence or intellectual importance. We take that off the table for women so many times. So I painted all of these women naked, basically, or like in this area of nakedness where you can't really tell if they have clothes on or not because it's shoulder up. So they could be wearing a strapless dress, but they could be butt naked too, because they were all really comfortable with that part of themselves. And I think that that's a highly feminist message, that you can be a desirable woman and be powerful and be vulnerable and come out with your story, and that makes you more powerful. It makes you more significant. And they owned their stories, and the fact that so many of these men wanted to keep them hidden, I think is really interesting. They were like, no, I will not sit down, I will not shut up, and I'm going to put this in the newspaper. Or I'm going to put this in my autobiography that's going to be published. You can't take this experience away from me and call it purely your experience and own it. Like, this was a shared experience that the two of us had, and they took their role to own it, which I think is amazing.